We have a slight to enhanced risk for severe thunderstorms today across portions of the northern plains and upper Mississippi Valley. And we are expecting some excessive heat across the east as we move through the next 6 to 10 days. It's June 20th, 2025. Let's get into the weather updates. As I said, we're watching the upper Mississippi Valley and northern plains for severe thunderstorms today. And this isn't just a wind or hail driven threat. As you can see, we have a 10% hatched risk zone for tornadoes. This hatched region does mean that the SPC or Storm Prediction Center thinks that there could be significant tornadoes in this region. We're talking EF2 plus and potentially long track. And this does include some major cities like Bismarck and Fargo, North Dakota. We also have a large 15 to 30% hatched risk for wind and hail as well. We've definitely seen this severe risk uptrend overnight. Most of our short-range models do have strong to severe thunderstorms beginning to fire off across central to eastern Montana at around 5 to 6 p.m. Central Time. And as we move later into the evening and even into the early morning of Saturday, you can see these storms beginning to push off to the east through South Dakota, North Dakota, and into Minnesota. Now, a few of the models, including the HRRR and MPAS model, do show even a potential derecho type setup in central Minnesota, potentially central to northern Minnesota. If we did see an MCS forming like this with the atmospheric conditions we have, we could see some significant damaging wind gusts associated with these thunderstorms. And remember, these models are trying to predict what's happening in the future. So even though they have very good data, they're never going to be perfectly correct. But some of these models, including the MPAS, do show these 90 to 100 mile per hour gusts possible later into the evening and into the early morning hours of Saturday. Even potentially some 105 mile per hour gust potential in North Dakota. Again, though, like I said, we have to watch how things develop. Just be aware that is the reason you have this large 15 to 30% hatched risk zone for hail, for winds. Our CAPE levels are extremely high. This is basically our instability and our updraft potential. That is one of the driving factors with our hail risk. And as you can see here, we have some good low-level shear as well that's expected to kick in. So if you are out here today in one of these risk zones, just make sure you have a couple of ways of receiving weather alerts. This is our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. And you can see the heat is expected to turn up out east. And we do expect these temperatures to remain above average for at least the next 2 weeks, if not longer. And it is easy to see why. We have a large ridge of high pressure that is setting up out east. You can see it right here. And this is our jet stream. So we'll have some cooler conditions with this troughing out west. But when you get a large ridge building out east and a stationary high pressure like this, you can bet it's going to get hot and probably stay hot for a while. And as you can see, that high pressure really doesn't go anywhere. Eventually, as we get into around potentially June 28th, 29th, we may see more of a zonal flow return and maybe our temperatures come down a little bit, but we'll have to see. That's still pretty far away. I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you like this type of content, feel free to throw me a follow or sub. I make posts like this every day and I stream every day as well to try and answer all of your questions. I'll see you in the next video.